Greetings, people of the internet. This is Scott with Serkworks Art Labs. It's Friday. You know what that means? It's time for Fan Art Friday, and we're still continuing on with our series of Stranger Things portraits, kind of cartoon portraits that I'm doing. I was going to do sketch cards, but I decided to go a little bigger, so we're doing like a 5x7 little card. So who have we done? We're doing the kids from Stranger Things. So far we've done Mike, we've done Dustin, we've done Lucas. So who's left? All right, the big one. I mean, probably one of my favorite characters, definitely my favorite character of this series, but I could lump this up in my favorite characters of, from movies or television series of all time. It's 11. I'm going to show you how this sketch came to be. We're going to talk about 11, and so let's get to it. Okay, so here we go with the sketch I'm sure everyone's been waiting for. This one is 11, and to do this, of course, starting the way I always do with my little gesture. Again, I kind of put like a little X over the face, kind of contour that so I know where to place all the facial features and everything. Like the rest of these sketches, this is not... this is sort of my comic booky, cartoony style version of 11. I am trying to capture a likeness, but I'm trying to kind of infuse my own style on it. So it's not, I'm not really a portrait artist per se. So I'm not trying to make it look exactly like a photograph of 11. This is kind of almost like it would look like if I would put this character in my own comic book next to the kids in my comic, Young and the Dead, which is sort of a similar story. It just kind of like Stranger Things. It's an homage to the 80s kind of kid action adventure films where the kids are the stars. But mine's about a bunch of kids who wake up in a zombie apocalypse and try to survive and try to find a cure. But anyway, so here we are. To do this, I'm using my coal erase pencil. This is like a red. I think it's like a cadmium red. And then I will go over this with ink, with my ink pen, which is, I believe it's the Kiritaki, I think it's number 13, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But anyway, so let's talk about the character of 11. Definitely, I think this the breakout star, played by a British actress. I think she's like 12 years old. Millie Bobby Brown, and man, was this performance incredible. And there's obviously, you can see she has the shaved head. If you haven't seen the show, I guess they said, obviously she was probably a little apprehensive to shave her head for the part, because before this, she had pretty long hair. And when I was watching this, I kept thinking of my own daughter. And my daughter's got like super long hair. I'm like, oh man, I don't know what, if my daughter would have to shave all her hair off like that. And I heard the story where the dad, when it happened, the dad kind of, the mom was like filming it and the dad went to another room just because he couldn't watch. So I thought that was kind of, funny. But, obviously it paid off because huge part and everything. So, not too big spoilers, but, the fate of 11 towards the end of the show, we don't really know what's going on with her, so we'll have to see if she comes back for season 2. They've done a lot of they've mentioned some of the new characters and everything, and some of the returning characters, but no word yet on 11. And I was kind of thinking, well, we'll know if she comes back, because if they make her shave her hair again, but then again, if she's, depending on where she is, no one really knows where she is. If she's in the Upside Down or whatever, if she's somewhere, if it's a year later, then she wouldn't have a shaved head. So even if they kind of secretively film stuff with her, I guess the fact that she wouldn't need to reshave her hair or anything like that. So maybe, and that's kind of a good mystery. So we'll have to see. We'll have to, if they kind of keep that under wraps, if we ever find out kind of what the fate of 11 is. I'm sure there's, they did leave things open and things, kind of alluding to the fact that she could still be, out there, but But yeah, we don't know. But I would think they would have to in some way, shape, or form. Maybe, or maybe not this season. Maybe in another season. We don't know. But I'm, I would think that they're gonna probably have to go looking for her like they look for Will in this one. So anyway, but having a lot of fun doing these Stranger Things sketches. I don't know if I'm gonna do another one. I might switch to something else. I was thinking about doing Will. I could do Will. He wasn't, he was kind of the main crux of the story was finding him. And there were, obviously flashbacks and things, but you kind of get into that group of kids, and it was kind of after, kind of Will disappeared. So I don't know if I should group him in with that or not. But anyway, so we're getting close to starting to color this sketch, which I'm going to use my myriad of markers. I use, this is a Copic marker, but I also use Spectrum Noir markers. I use Pantone markers, basically whatever I have at hand to kind of color in. So I wanted to let everyone know that, and there was a request that I did the Demogorgon, and I actually did do a sketch of the Demogorgon, but it's not going to be on my YouTube. I actually did a Facebook live stream. So if you want to see that, and it's not like a headshot like this one. It's like a full body type, pose and everything of the Demogorgon monster. At least that's, some people refer to it as the Demogorgon. Some people call it the faceless creature. Some people call it Petal Head. I've heard so many things, but the kids refer to it as the Demogorgon just because it was kind of along the lines of the character in D&D that they were battling. But anyway, so if you want to go and check that out, it's on my Facebook page. It's just Facebook/Serkworks, SERKWORK, just like the YouTube channel. It's Serkworks. So go there, check it out, and if and you might as well subscribe to my channel because I'm getting close. I'm getting close to 1,000 subscribers, and I know to some people that's not a big deal on Facebook, and I haven't really pushed it. I hardly ever push it because I wasn't really concerned too much about growing the channel. I mean, I was for a while, and then when Facebook kind of introduced their algorithms and people stopped, seeing, the majority of stuff that I posted, then I just stopped worrying about Facebook. But now with this live stream, I'm really digging the live stream. I like doing the sketches on there, so I'm gonna give Facebook a little more, more attention. So go check it out, and if you don't mind, follow me. If you like the stuff, hopefully you do, and I'm gonna be posting some more stuff to there. So if you like this kind of stuff, you'll probably like that sketch. It's a little longer. Oh, and the other thing is it's real time. You can see right now what I'm doing. I speed up quite a bit, but in the old days I used to do these real long form videos. Some people like that stuff, so if you're into that long form, if you want to see the whole process from start to finish in real time, you can check that out, or you can kind of fast forward. There's a little slider there, or whatever you want to do. So that's up on my Facebook channel. Anyway, yeah, I am so looking forward to Stranger Things Season 2. Some of the new characters they've been talking about sound really, really cool. So yeah, I mean, I when things like this, because they always announce, they announce it now, of course, because everyone has been watching it, so they want to tease everyone. But it's going to be a while before it comes out, so I'm going to try to put it out of my mind. And I'm still in the middle of my Stranger Things rewatch, so I've watched the whole thing through, and I've watched the first 6 episodes, and I've got a couple more to go on my rewatch, so I've got to do that. But I've been watching some other stuff, and just trying to catch up. I finished up Voltron, which I started strong and then kind of let it slide when Stranger Things come out and went back to it. But yeah, a lot of cool stuff on Netflix, so they're really knocking it out of the park with it, some of these. Last week I was talking about The Get Down, which is also an excellent show on Netflix. I highly recommend that one. But anyway, yeah. So, and you know what? This isn't the first time I've drawn 11 on the YouTube channel. If you're new to the YouTube channel, I did another sketch of 11. And it's a little more finished, and it's more. It's actually. It's not just like a portrait like this one. It's kind of it's a scene like where she's in the deprivation tank inside the the science, I don't know, I guess they called it, it was technically it was like the electrical and power facility, but obviously that's not what they were up to in there. But anyway, so it's her in that deprivation thing, kind of with that you know, underwater sea diving helmet thing, and then she's kind of out. You can kind of see like this framing of sort of the window from the upside down looking in. So I was real happy with the way that turned out. So if you haven't seen that, you can go check that out. I'll probably put links in the little cards section up where you click on that little eye up on the top of your page, and you'll have a link to that. So check that one out if you're just finding this. And if you like seeing stuff like this, then like, subscribe, comment on the video. I like to try to get back to everyone who comments. So thanks for watching. Just gonna finish this up with just a little bit of blood on 11, and that'll put the icing on the cake. And I'll see you guys next week. And that is all.